Hello, it's Tricky. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I honestly cannot even believe that the original Ruby and Sapphire came out 12 years ago. Way to make me feel old. Oh my gosh. But that's how long I've been waiting for a remake for these games. And finally, in November of 2014, we're finally getting them. Yay! Tricky's body is ready. Gen 3 is definitely my all-time favorite Pokemon generation. Just considering the amount of new features they had to offer us, it was just crazy. It just had a lovely soundtrack, a memorable story, the most entertaining villains, and a beautifully designed region. It was perfection. I loved it. I spent so much time playing all three of these games. Plus, including Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, I was also obsessed with Colosseum and XD. Lots of people don't really like those two games, but I love them. Anything relating to Generation 3, I loved. Anyways, of course, we all have expectations for any new game that gets released, so I'm going to share mine. These are going to be my top 5 hopes for Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Starting with number 5. I want to be able to travel between 2 regions just like Pokemon Gold and Silver. I am hoping that this is gonna be a sequel. The press did say that this is gonna be a fresh take on Ruby and Sapphire, and they also mentioned this. The new titles promise to take players through a dramatic story within a spectacular new world. So at first I had the mindset that this was going to be a remake of Ruby and Sapphire. The adventure was going to only take place in Hoenn, but they're saying that it's going to be a new world. What if we're able to travel from Hoenn to this new region and be able to travel back and forth like we did with Johto and Kanto? That would be pretty freaking sweet. I would be so excited. I think a sequel would be interesting as long as they do not taint the elements that made Ruby and Sapphire such beautiful games. If they're able to do this correctly, then I cannot wait for this. And the fact that they are promising us a dramatic story, the Tricky cannot be contained. Anyways, let's move on to number 4. I would love more mysteries, puzzles, and scary stories. The mystery aspect of a game is a beautiful thing, and I want that to be enhanced. I really want puzzles. I have a love-hate relationship with puzzles. I hate them, but I love them because I feel so accomplished once I get to the end of it, or once I solve it completely and I get what I've been fighting for. You know what I mean? It's a lovely feeling. The puzzles that you had to go through to catch Regirock, Registeel, and Regice were beautiful. At the time when I was a kid, it was pretty hard. I didn't have the internet. I didn't really get on the internet that much when I was like 7. Now I'm sadly obsessed, but that's okay. And I do not know about you guys, but I struggled at Sky Pillar because of the puzzle of trying to get across the cracked floor. Do you know how many times I fell through the freaking hole? I got so angry. But as soon as you get to the most beautiful dragon-type Pokemon in the world, and then you hear angels sing because you just conquered a difficult area, making it through places like that is just satisfying. And sadly, I think it was way too easy to catch the legendaries in X and Y. It even seems like the catch rate is easier for legendaries. I mean, I only threw 2 balls at Veiny Wingy and I caught it. The legendaries are seeming less and less legendary because of how easy it is to catch them. If it's a rare Pokemon, I want to be able to work for it. I definitely love random spooky things too. I love the mystery of the Ghost Girl in Lumio City and the white hand on your shoulder. Small things like that are just fun. It brings on a lot of interesting discussion, and it just gives off a nice little mysterious atmosphere for the entire Pokemon game, and I just love it. It's fun. Moving on to number 3. The return of Dive. Now let me tell you, I think Dive is one of the most interesting HMs in Pokemon history, just because it threw me off guard whenever it first popped up. In most video games, I hate underwater levels. In The Legend of Zelda, every water level I want to punch myself in the face. But in this case, I honestly love diving down because it's mysterious. Plus, the underwater music was wonderful. Ever since Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, they have not made it a requirement to dive down anymore. So I kind of missed that. So if this is going to be a sequel, I hope that dive becomes a required HM once again. And considering the new technology that we have, think about how pretty underwater is going to look now. I mean, it was honestly pretty plain in Ruby and Sapphire, but it's going to be a remake, so it's going to look pretty cool. I'm excited. So in any case, let's move on to number 2. I would like more pre-evolutions and evolutions, please. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with evolutions, but I am honestly hoping for a pre-evolution of Absol. I have said this in many videos, I think. If I do not get a pre-evolution of Absol, I might have to murder people, and I do not want to do that because I don't feel like going to jail. I really don't. I'm just kidding, but seriously, more pre-evolutions and evolutions, please. And I always thought that it was very strange that they only gave a Mega Evolution to Blaziken. Now we know. So we're probably gonna get Mega Evolutions of the other 2 starters as well, and that makes me wonder, are they already available for X and Y and we just can't access it yet? Who knows? If they gave a Mega Evolution to Rayquaza, I'm pretty sure that we would all die. Anyways, we'll just have to wait and see. Let's go ahead and move on to number 1. I want 50 billion new features for the secret base. The secret base was my favorite thing of Generation 3. I had so much fun customizing my base, and it could be a possibility that they could bring Pokemon and me, and then whenever you go to your base, you could play with your Pokemon just like in X and Y. I would love that, and I was honestly thinking about how much it annoyed me that you could not change the background in Pokemon and me. And if we're able to actually play with our Pokemon inside of our secret base, we could do anything that we wanted! Just thinking about the possibilities that they're gonna give us in this game. It makes my mind explode with wonderfulness. I love it. So yeah, is there anything that you're hoping for Omega Ruby and Alpha Salpha? Alpha Salpha? What are you hoping for Alpha Salpha? Wow, I'm awful. Let's try that again. What are you hoping for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire? Please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear what you have to say. And, should I edit this out? I probably should edit this out and start. No, screw it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more Pokemon related content. I am so not professional, but that's fine. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.